Cal, a 2-0 defeat here this afternoon. What's your assessment of that game?
Disappointed. Really good run of wins. Never mind being unbeaten comes to an end. Pleased with the second half performance. As pleased as I am about the second half, as disappointed with the first half. Just didn't think we ever got going. And then when you can see the type of goal that we have, just not defending your box properly from a set play, which is something that we pride ourselves on it. And then second half we've thrown the kitchen sink. We've had one off the line, one saved, two wide, chances from set pieces. We must have had 6 attempts on goal from set pieces alone. And when you do what we're trying to do, where just trying to get back in the game and make sure we get something out of it, you're probably going to look a bit imbalanced. And I think the second goal comes in the second half where we're trying to make sure we get a point out of the game, and that's what happens. It's something you'll see from us for the next 15 games. We'll go for wins. We're in a position there where if we score with 15 minutes to go and it goes 1-1, I guarantee it probably goes 2 and 3. They're a good team, great club, great people, brilliant club. I think it's a travesty that they're not in the top 7. I think it's the biggest underperformance there. Their crowd, the numbers that they get and the support they give their team, they really deserve that. Their players, they've got some great lads, some really talented players, and I think the idea of a side that have got what they've got around resource and got what they've got in quality, the fact that they're not in the top 4 or 5, I think is crazy. So you won't ever get me coming away, full of respect for the whole club. But it doesn't shock me that they're the type of team that can beat the sides where we are at the moment, because we've played really good opposition that, like I say, if they're not in the top 5, I think they'll be having serious conversations at their end if they aren't in the top 5 this season.
I know you won't try and shy away from the result, but how important is it to contextualise the last kind of 4 away games, to collect 9 points out of those 4 away games? Surely before that, fans and players alike, and you yourself would have probably took that.
Yeah, but I think you're trying to set open goals up for me, and I like that. Tap-ins of easy things to say. No, we came here to win the game. We came here to get something. Yeah, I can justify a brilliant record, and I can stand there, but really disappointed. And I've been quite real that at some point we're going to drop points, lose a game, and we have, and it's come today against, like I say, a good side that I think come the end of the season they'll be right amongst it. I'm just disappointed with the manner of that first half, because we didn't offer anything with the ball, we didn't gain any territory, we looked a little bit fragile defensively, we looked like we couldn't get to grips with them, and that we've not been like that for a long time. But I think it might be really useful, and there's a reminder about, in this league, there's not one side in the division, that is good enough to play at 75-80% of their maximum, to fall that far short around application and stuff and think that you're going to turn up and have a divine right to win a game. I've talked a lot around, if you don't bring yourself to the party and your maximum and the best version of you, something I say a lot, might as well toss a coin on the result. But saying that, I thought the players were excellent in the second half, and like I say, has that one gone over the line, has it not? As the goalkeeper's pulled out a couple of saves, is Tom Pearce offside? We'll reflect and we'll know. So you've got to be clear that I've talked a lot about performance as well, but the result, I think, when you concede the goal we've conceded at that point in the first half, it's going to become very difficult to win a game.
Of course, we're back Tuesday night, home to Kidderminster Harriers. How important is that game? How important was it, and how important is it now, considering the defeat here today?
I say the same things, and I'm sorry if it's boring, but after the good results, right, there's now 15 games remaining, and for us to win 6 of those will get us in a playoff place, and then we'll talk about anything else. Not interested in us being at the top of the league, being the form team, being this or that. Really focused. Let's win 6 games out of that 15 to get the club in the playoffs for the 3rd time since we're relegated in this division. We aren't a side that are regularly in those playoffs and getting beaten playoff finals. And Tuesday against one of the best footballing sides in the division, against the side that their ambitions probably will have been higher at the start of the season, that we're right in amongst. It's going to be a really, really tough test, but it's exciting. I thought what was brilliant today was the backing for the players at full time. Really appreciate that from our supporters that turned out in numbers to see a disappointing first half and a disappointing result, and then just recognise what the players had done over that run. But the run's worthless, last week's worthless, 6 games goes worthless. It's Tuesday night, we're at home, and we need to show why we've got that home record that I've talked about a lot. So it'll sting a bit on the way home, and it's a feeling we've not had for a very long time. But then come Tuesday, we've got to make sure we're right at it again for what's going to be a really exciting game.
Cal, thanks for your time.
Thank you.